Hello everyone, in continuation with the previous video, we are going to talk about word problems based on indirect variations. Okay. So what is an indirect variation? If there are two quantities, say x and y, if the value of x increases, then the corresponding value of y related with x will start decreasing. Okay. That is what is called as indirect variation, where if one is increased or one is decreased, then the other quantity will have an opposite effect. It is not going to increase or decrease, it's going to go in the opposite direction. Okay. So what do we say here? X is proportional to 1 upon 1 because it's inverse, it's going to go the opposite way. So how do we write it? X is equals to k upon 1. So the relation that we get is xy is equals to k. The first step is to find the constant of proportionality by multiplying x and y and then using it to finding the unknown amount. Right? So this is the relationship that we're going to use for finding the answer. Okay. So if you see here, the first question says there are 6 pipes which together are being opened to fill a tank. So together when they are open, they take 1 hour 20 minutes. So if after some time, okay, some other person has to fill the same size of tank, but they are going to take only 5 pipes. Then how much time it will take? So first of all here, x is equals to 6 pipes, right? But y I'm going to change it into minutes. So 1 hour 20 minutes. I'll write it as 1 plus 20. Okay. So 1 hour is how much? How many minutes? 60. So my y turns out to be 80 minutes. I'm going to get my answer in minutes, which I can turn it into hours very time. Okay, so the first step is to find k. So we know that xy is equals to k is the relation, but is inverse proportion. The number of pipe reduces, the time will increase for filling the tank. Okay, so it's opposite. Okay, so we have reduced the number of pipe, the time taken is increasing. Therefore, it is an indirect relation. So here we'll say 6 multiplied by 80 equals to k, which is 480 equals to k. Okay. Now, if we are taking 5 pipes, that means we have to find, we are given x as 5, we have to find y. So xy is equals to k, 5y is equals to 480, y is equals to 480 divided by 5, which will give me a 9, right? 96 minutes, which can be 1 hour 36 minutes because 1 hour is 60 minutes. So subtract 60 from here. So 60 goes off from 96 will be 1 hour. So remaining is 36 minutes. Hope this is clear. So it is taking more, like 16 minutes more to fill the tank if one pipe is reduced. Okay, let's go for the next one. There are 5 people or 5 workers who are working to build one single wall in 48 hours. So how many workers will be required if I want to build it in 30 hours? The same wall if I want to build it in 30 hours. So again, it's an indirect. Why? Because the hours, the time taken is reduced. That means we need more number of people to do it. Okay. So here, first case, x is equals to what? 15, y is equals to 48, and we need to find the k. So to find the k, we will use which rule? Yeah, x into y is equals to k. X is 5, y, no, x is 15, sorry, made a mistake. Yeah, x is 15 multiplied by 48 will give me a k. So that is 720 equals to k, right? Now, my x is something which I have to find because the number of people is something I need to find. The number of hours is 30 and k is given to be 720. So can we say xy is equals to 720? So 30x is equals to 720, right? So x is equals to 720, yes, divide by 30. So 3 and 3 goes off. This will be 72 divided by 3, which is a 2 or 24 people or workers, correct? Sure. Okay, next. 100 students are present in the hostel. Okay, so the food which is used here is going to stay for 20 days. How long will these provision be lasting? Because there are 25 more students. 100 are already present, 25 add in. So therefore it is 125 here, which I'll come back and explain again. Let's first find the x. Now here, if the number of people increase, the same amount of food is going to last for less number of days, right? Like just imagine you have 5 kgs of rice at home. If there are only 2 people to eat, it's going to last for more number of days, let's for a month. But if there are 5 people, then it may last for only 10 days. So the opposite radiation, right? So let's say x is equals to 100, y is equals to 20. It's an indirect proportion, right? So xy is equals to k. Okay, so we have 100 multiplied by 20 is equals to k, which gives us a 2000 as k. Now, for the second case, the number of students have increased. So you'll say x is equals to 100 already present plus 25 add on, which will give me a 125. We need to find y. Okay, our k is given to be 2000, right? So we'll say xy is equals to 2000. 125y is equals to 2000, right? So what should we do with the 125? It will get divided, right? So y is equals to 2000 divided by 125, right? And that will give me 16 days. Right? So is it reducing? Initially it was 20 days, now it is 16 days. The number of people have increased, so it becomes reduced in the number of days. Correct? Now, what are they doing here in this question? A batch of bottles were packed in 25 boxes. Okay, and in each box there were 12 bottles packed. Okay, so there's one box in which we were putting 25 bottles. Now, if suppose a batch means, let's say 1,000 bottle batch has been packed in such a way that 12 bottles in one box. So we needed 25 boxes. Now the same number of total bottles have to be packed. Now what we are doing, we're taking a box of a smaller size which will have only 20 boxes to fit in. So how many total number of boxes we need to pack all these bottles which we have produced? Okay, so we are reducing the number of boxes. Sorry, bottles. Sorry, no, we're increasing the number of bottles in one box. So the number of boxes we require is less, right? So here, if the number of boxes are 25, the number of bottles which are put in each box is 12. So it's indirect. Xy is equals to k. Why? Because if I increase the number of bottles to be fit into a box, then the size of the box should be bigger, right? And the number of boxes we require is less. So it will be 25 multiplied by 12, which is k, right? So we'll find the k. I'll just write off the k on the right side. Okay. So k equals to 25 multiplied by 12, which is a 300. Now, the next case, x is something we need to find. Why we are saying that if I'm going to insert 20 bottles in one box, then how many boxes I want? That means size of the box should be bigger. And k is 300. So we have xy is equals to 300, right? So we'll say 20 x is equals to 300. So x is equals to 300 divided by 20. So x is equals to 15. So we need 15 boxes which are larger in size, wherein 20 bottles can be fit. The size wise it's bigger. So we need less number of boxes compared to the 25 boxes because the size wise smaller. Okay. Next. A factory is producing 42 machines for given article in 63 days. How many machines can it produce in 54 days? So number of days are reduced. That means more machines should be produced in one day, right? So here x is equals to 42, y is equals to 63. When I'm producing 42 machines, I need 63 days. But if I want reduce the number of days, then I have to produce more machines, right? Because it's the same number of articles, right? Okay, so let's say xy is equals to k. So 43 2 multiplied by 63 equals to k. Now for easy multiplication, what I'm going to do is, yes, we'll be multiplying this k and writing it up, but for the calculation for the number of machines, I'll be keeping it as 42 multiplied by 63 for easy calculation. But for first step, I'll say 42 multiplied by 63 as 2646. Okay, but in the question, I'm going to use 42 multiplied by 63. So what is X? Number of machines that can be produced of the same article in 54 days. Okay. So what we'll do is we'll say xy is equals to, I'm going to say 42 multiplied by 63 for easy calculation. I told you I'll be doing that. So 54x is equals to 42 multiplied by 63. Right? Now, what will happen if we divide? So that is 42 multiplied by 63 divided by 54. 9 6 are 9 sevens are. 6 ones are 6 sevens are. So x is equals to 7 into 7. X is equals to 49. So we are producing 49 machines in a day for 54 days. Whereas in 63 days we were producing 42 machines in a day. Am I clear? Sure. The next one. There are two people who are trying to fit new windows in a house in 3 days. Now, if one of the person fell ill, that means out of two, one gone. So only one person has to do it. So how many days will it take to fit the windows? If I want to fit all the windows on the same day, then how many workers we need? So it's two parts. Okay. So if x is equals to 2, y is equals to 3, if there are two people, they are taking 3 days to finish it. So xy is equals to k. So 2 into 3 is equals to k, right? That means they're taking 6, k value is 6, correct? So now, first of all, if number of person is reduced by 1, what is your y? And k is 6. So xy is equals to 6. X is 1, so directly I'll say 1 into y is equals to 6, right? Because x is 1. So the person will take 6 days to finish this work, right? Next, if x is number of people, we don't know, but y is 1. So if I want to do it in 1 day, right? How much time? How many workers are required? Okay, just a moment. Okay, so number of workers. If I want to finish this work in 1 day, so again xy is equals to 6. Y, the number of days that I can use it, only 1 day. I have to finish that work. So x into 1 will be 1 is equals to 6. So 6 workers are required to finish the same work of fitting the windows in 1 day. And if one person is absent and only a single person has to do it, then we'll be doing in 6 days. Okay, so here the y will be 6 days, and here it is 6 people together will finish that work in one single day. Hope this is clear. Okay, now I've taken some extra questions for practice. Okay, clearly these are all indirect. I've taken all the indirect variation. 24 people, 5 sweets each. If the number of people are students are if the number of sweets are reduced by 4, then the number of children will increase. Okay. Same way 20 animals, 6 days. If you increase 10 more, so now there are 30 animals. So how many days the food is going to last? Then 3 people can finish a work in 4 days of rewiring. If 4 people are used, then how many days it will take? Then 2 hours and speed. Hour and speed, that is time and speed is always indirect. If you increase the speed, you will take less time to reach. Okay, that is what it is. And the last one is something you have to, it's a small difference. 8 periods will take 45 minutes. So 9 periods will take how many minutes? Okay, hope it is clear. Thank you.